In today's video, I'm going to share some sales that I had on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari over the last week. So today is Wednesday, March 15th. So these are from last Wednesday, March 8th through today. So a week's worth of sales on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. Most of these are on Poshmark with one eBay sale and one Mercari sale. So let's hop in. I'll share with you guys what is currently selling for me. Here we go. All right, first up is this pair of Topshop high-rise, wide-legged, cropped jeans. Lots of keywords in there. I had thrifted these at the Goodwill outlet, the bins, for $2.68. I originally listed them at $35, and then someone had sent me an offer for $20 on Poshmark. So I accepted that offer, and that left me with a profit after platform fees, any shipping costs, if there were any. In this case, there were not, and cost of good for the item. It left me with a profit of $13.32, and those jeans took 34 days to sell. Topshop is a brand that I think really varies based on the category. Jeans can do decently well, and things like sweaters, a more substantial material like wool, cashmere, things like that. But I do pass on Topshop quite a bit, so it's not a brand that anytime I find it I will grab. It really does depend on the category and the style of the item. So I think these jeans did pretty well. They flipped pretty quickly because they were a good style. My next sale was this Reformation Christie linen sundress. This I had thrifted again at the Goodwill outlet for $1.57, and I had it listed at $85. Someone ended up sending me an offer for $50 on Poshmark, so that left me with a profit of $38.43 after platform fees, shipping costs, and cost of good. And it took 79 days to sell. My next sale on the 10th was this Madewell Make Weekends Longer Airy Terry hoodie sweatshirt. This I had thrifted again at the Goodwill bins for $1.66, and I listed it at $35 and then sent out 30% off offers to Likers with discounted shipping. So that sold for $24, and then my shipping cost for that was $2.02. That was the discount that I offered my buyer when I sent out offers. So on Poshmark, if you don't know, when you send out offers to Likers, you have to send out a shipping discount of either $4.99 shipping or $5.95 shipping to the buyer or potential buyer, and then basically Poshmark takes the remaining amount out of your total profit. So I can't remember what the shipping, the flat shipping is right now for Poshmark. Let me look it up. I know they just increased it. Well, it's $7.97. So if I offer someone $5.95 shipping, like discounted shipping, that's where that comes out. It's the $7.97 minus $5.95, which takes $2.02 out of my profit. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I did not explain that well at all, but so basically anytime you send out offers to Likers on Poshmark, you do have to give the potential buyers a shipping discount, which is a good incentive for them, but it does take out of your total profit in the end, so it's just something you gotta weigh whether or not it's worth it. But I will say, let me check really quick, I know that the amount of sales I've made on Poshmark, the majority of them have been from sending offers to Likers. So let me just see. Okay, yeah, so just in the current year, 87% of my sales on Poshmark have been from an offer, whether it's me sending out offers or the buyer sending me an offer. So that is a lot of sales to have been from an offer. So for me, that just shows that that's usually how it goes on Poshmark, is either someone will send you an offer or you'll send them an offer. But people like that incentive, especially if you're, you know, buying on the resale market, you want a good deal and everything. So anyways, I think it's great to send out offers to Likers, but you do have to consider the fact that you will have to not only be selling your item for less, but then take out that, you know, shipping cost. So anyways, that left me with a total profit of $15.52 after platform fees, shipping costs, and cost of goods. And that sweatshirt took 50 days to sell. My final sale on March 10th was this Beyond Yoga slim racerback cropped tank top. This I thrifted at the bins for $1.02, and I listed it at $35, and then someone had sent me an offer on Poshmark for $25. So I accepted that, and then that left me with a total profit of $18.98. but it took 1 day to sell. So that is a really good brand to be on the lookout for. Let me know what your experience is selling Beyond Yoga and if it usually flips pretty quickly for you also. I've been like really pleasantly surprised by that brand, so it's one that I'm definitely on the lookout for when I'm out thrifting. Next up is this pair of Levi's 502 premium taper leg jeans, and these I thrifted at the bins for $1.17. I had listed them on Poshmark for $35, and then they ended up selling for $23 with discounted shipping. So again, that was from me sending out 30% off offers with discounted shipping to all likers on Poshmark. That left me with a profit of $15.21, and they took 123 days to sell. I did pick these jeans up because they were the Levi's premium label. I mentioned in my 20 brands to thrift and sell in 2023 video that Levi's premium jeans do pretty well. They can sell for a good amount. So these, you know, did take a little bit to sell, and they really didn't flip for a ton. $23 is nothing substantial. I think sometimes Levi's premium jeans can sell for more than that. So this person, I think, got a good deal. I still made a good profit though, so it worked out. But I think a lot of times when I do thrift premium jeans, I kind of am hoping that they will sell for a little bit more than like $20, but you can't win them all. My next sale on March 11th was this Zara double-breasted oversized linen blazer jacket. This I thrifted for $1.77 at the bins, and I listed it at $50. It sold on Poshmark for $30, so someone had sent me that offer for $30, and that left me with a total profit of $22.23, and it took 96 days to sell, just over 3 months. It did have pretty good keywords, which probably helped it sell, like double-breasted, oversized, linen. That's definitely a good material to be on the lookout for this time of year. A little bit nicer of a material, lighter weight. So I think, you know, those are factors that could have helped it sell, just the style, the keywords, things like that. And that $30 for a Zara item is pretty decent. I think certain categories definitely do best for Zara, like sweaters, in my experience, blazers. Things are just a little bit more substantial, jackets too. My last sale on March 11th was this pair of Spanx stretch twill cropped wide leg pants. These I thrifted for 95 cents at the bins. I had them listed at $68, and then I had sent out 30% off offers on Poshmark with discounted shipping. So they sold for $47 with a shipping discount to the buyer. That left me with a total profit of $34.63. But they only took 9 days to sell. I was really excited to come across this pair of Spanx at the bins on this day, and then I was even more excited to find out that they were a 1X, just because plus size items are a little bit more hard to come by typically, and especially items that are actually like cute and in really good condition. So I was very excited to come across this pair of pants, and they left me with a really good profit. Spanx is a brand to be on the lookout for if you're not already, and especially I think their pants, their stretch denim or pants or anything like that can do really well. Their shapewear can do well too, but their pants definitely seem to sell for more. So that's a good brand to be on the lookout for, and the turnaround time on that, 9 days, really good. My next sale was this Vans and Disney long sleeve shirt. This is an item that I thrifted again at the bins for $1.23. I listed it at $14 and regretted picking this item up for a while because it took 463 days to sell. So I was kind of annoyed that I ever picked that up, but it eventually did sell, and when it did sell, it sold for full asking price at $14. So that's good. At least it was a full price sale. I didn't end up having to sell it for like $8 with discounted shipping or anything like that. So at least, you know, it was a decent profit once it did sell, but it took well over a year. My next sale was this pair of Frame La Home slim jeans in a men's size 30. These I thrifted at the Goodwill bins for $1.89. I had them listed at $50, and then someone bought them on Poshmark for full asking price. They sold for $50, and that left me with a $38.11 profit. And they took 82 days to sell. Anytime I find Frame, I usually will grab it and at least check comps on it. So I'll look up the exact style name, and then usually Frame has both the style name and the exact wash on the care tag. So it's really easy to look it up and see if it's worth picking up. But a lot of times if I'm thrifting at the Goodwill outlet and I know the cost of good is really low, I'm pretty confident a lot of times that frame jeans will sell for at least, you know, $25 plus. So it's usually a pretty safe pickup if your cost of good is pretty low, but I do think it's a pretty good rule of thumb just to always check comps on your items and just see if it's a good item worth picking up to flip. Obviously, if it's something you're selling from your own closet, you don't need to check comps and like look things up to see if you should list it. You should definitely list it if you already have it. But if it's something you are, you know, thrifting or picking up to flip online, you want to keep your risk low and just be pretty confident in the items that you pick up and know that they'll sell. So I do think it's good. Even if you think an item will probably do well, just quickly check comps. You can do that on eBay or on Poshmark. Look up the item with as much detail as you can, the style name, the brand, the category, stuff like that. Look it up and just see how many of that item are currently already listed and how many have sold recently, what the price is, you know, all that kind of stuff. So just to help make good decisions when you're thrifting, you don't want to end up with a bunch of items that aren't selling that you regret picking up. So as much as you can be sure about the items you're picking up, the better. But obviously trial and error is all a part of it. But a good way to keep the risk low is to check comps. So I did check comps on that pair of jeans, and I remember thinking it would be a pretty good pickup. I'm happy that they sold for full asking price. I think I would have expected them to sell around $35 to $40. So the fact that they sold for full asking price is just chef's kiss. My next sale was this Vans check rose cropped shirt. This one I remember picking up on a pretty bad day at the bins. I wasn't finding that much on this day, but I did end up grabbing this shirt for $1.53. I listed it at $18 and then it ended up selling for $12 with discounted shipping on Poshmark. So that left me with a total profit of $6.05, and it took 165 days to sell. My next sale was over on eBay, and it was this pair of Skims Terry Cotton Blend loungewear leggings. These I had thrifted for 95 cents at the bins, and I listed them at $38, or on eBay it was $37.99 because everything on eBay I bring it to, you know, $0.99. So they ended up selling for $26.59. That left me with a total profit of $21.65 after eBay's fees, shipping costs, and cost of good. But that pair of pants only took 11 days to sell. And this was my first time finding Skims ever. And I was really excited to find it because I've heard other people say it does pretty well. And it did do pretty well. I was happy with the turnaround time, 11 days. And it left me with a solid more than $20 profit, so happy with that. My next sale was on Poshmark, and it was this Gal Meets Glam Courtney Rio Stripe Lawn maxi dress. So this is an item that I actually bought or thrifted on Poshmark to resell. So I bought it for $34.02, and originally I had it listed at I think like $125, and it was listed for quite a while. It was an item that I thought could sell for a decent amount more than it was selling for, because this is a brand that is no longer made, and these dresses are pretty like sought after, or I guess they used to be. I don't know for sure where things are at with Gal Meets Glam, but I will say that this dress disappointed me. It fully disappointed me, and it could have been my own research. So it could have just been a style that isn't super sought after, but I spent $34.02. I originally had it listed at $125, and I had brought the price down a little bit gradually over time. So then it ended up being listed at $75, and then I sent out 30% off offers to Likers on Poshmark. So it ended up selling for $51 with discounted shipping. So it left me with a profit of $4.76, and it took 371 days to sell. So it took over a year to sell, and it left me with less than $5 in profit. Can definitely be good to source that way, where you're looking on Mercari or Poshmark or wherever for items that are underpriced that you know you can flip for more if you buy them, and just like take the time to wait on it and everything, but it is a higher risk since you're paying more, and sometimes it just really doesn't work out. I don't know. So I have mixed feelings about that. I know that some people are really good about it, or have their own process and it works for them, so that's great. But for me, I tend to be more disappointed than excited with how those types of purchases go. So I pretty much stick to thrifting at the bins where the cost of good is low and I know I'm gonna make a good profit, or at a regular thrift store if the cost of good isn't too high. But I don't know, I definitely don't really enjoy sourcing that way as much, and it usually leaves me with a lower profit. My next sale was this Zara worker corduroy midi skirt. This I had thrifted for $1.46 at the bins, and I listed it for $24. I sent out 30% off offers on Poshmark, which somebody accepted, so it sold for $16 with discounted shipping. So that left me with a profit of $9.32 after Poshmark's fees, shipping costs, and the cost of good, and it took 141 days to sell. My final sale was earlier today, and it was this pair of American Eagle highest rise mom jeans. I thrifted these for 95 cents, and they ended up selling on Poshmark for $17. I had them listed at $25, and then I sent out 30% off offers to likers, and so that left me with a profit of $10.63, and they took 13 days to sell. I probably tell you in every single video, but don't sleep on American Eagle jeans. They can be a pretty quick flip, and I swear people are just constantly buying them because if you wear American Eagle jeans, you know what your size is, and it's just so consistent across every style, at least in my experience. So I think people know exactly what their size is, they know exactly what styles they like, and they move. They really do. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a really good rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.